You're going to try and move backwards. Okay. Yeah, all they can do with the front is brisk bedevilment, which is a pointlessly weak attack. I approve. I will use this time to get you a heal.
A little help, impeccably timed.
Just drop a dot there. Where do we eat the biscuit? There is the question, isn't it? Nice. Okay. Oh, okay.
While the heart still beats, desire will never die.
Once again, love finds a way. Very much want to be able to use that, but let's get a heal down. Because we are going into the next fight, and it's going to be a big one, so I'd like to try and get our team in the best position, and they can't do much damage, so I'm not too worried about it. There we are. You're going to die on your turn. Very nice. If I had an ability to pull cherubs forward, just pushing them out of their best position seems to be an enormous part of the fight, really.
Is the greatest teacher of all.
Likewise, when they change my positioning, it ruins me. Nothing like some romance when the world is ending. No, exactly. Okay, we're becoming friendly there. Neutral here, though. You and Melody aren't in the best position. Papillon. The mystery machine rides again. Ah. We'll have to see if we end up with the second run. A third run tonight. We may have to name the carriage the mystery machine. Only, it won't be the mystery machine. It'll be the misery machine. There we go. Out of curiosity, okay, I first tasted, and in fact, I ended up doing a first taste mini-series of this a while ago, and I can't remember the bloody name of it. It's not Vermintide. Okay, Vermintide is basically Left 4 Dead, but Warhammer fantasy. What was the game where you played the Skaven? What was that one? Can't remember, and it hurts because it was such a fun game, and I've been thinking, oh, maybe I should stream that one of these days. It's kind of on my mind. And that's what, no, it wasn't the turn-based one. It's not Total Warhammer. Total War. No. Mordheim, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. See, that's the thing I love about Twitch, is whereas with YouTube, a video is subject to, you know, the whole algorithm thing, but really it's discoverable based on how much people are looking for it. So is it a new release, or has it had a recent patch, or is there some other reason why a lot of people have been watching videos on that recently? Because if so, YouTube will push videos of the same ilk forward more. But if it's an old game, if no one's looking for it, then it basically won't be seen. But whereas with Twitch, it's like, it's much more accommodating to guilty pleasure games. Yeah, it's XCOM Skaven Edition. Alright, we've got Sacrificial, what? Okay, Shaman, a Whipper, and a Flayer. Oh yeah. Mordheim has more races than Skaven. It's just I played the Skaven in the first taste, Blightfang. So anyone who watched it on my channel, that would be the way that they would more than likely remember it. Yeah. Although I've never seen the sacrificial, manage to do its thing, I've seen the way it moves forward with its turn. And I'm like, okay, yeah, the flame spreads. Like, nah, you are foreshadowing this so hard. So hard. Content discovery is... Okay, so here's the thing. And then we're going to start the fight. Here's the rule of thumb for anyone who's looking to get into content creation on YouTube or Twitch. On YouTube, you'll get views by making videos that are already popular. People have to be looking for it to find it on YouTube. On Twitch, so your discoverability on YouTube is how popular the thing you're making content is. On Twitch, your discovery is how popular you are. On Twitch, your discoverability is your size. Because it doesn't matter if you're playing a popular game. If you have the, I don't know, like the 70th, you're 70th in the list of viewers, then you're going to appear so far down on the discoverability page, you're not going to be discovered. That's why, you look at some people who are steadfastly there streaming for like 5 or 6 people, and honestly, I think they are champions. Because whatever game they play, if that's their audience, they're going to be so far down. And if the game they play, like they're at the top, that means that game isn't at the top, so no one's going to be seeing it on the browse. It is your size. Your size is your discoverability on Twitch. So however many people you can have as your core audience, that is how likely you are going to find more people. Yeah, no, exactly, Mangleport. The exception to the rules make the thing people are going to be searching for soon. That is, yes, but then that is also the whole popularity thing. That's what movies do. Does anyone ever wonder why, at some point there will be a sudden rush of zombie movies all at the same time, or like, found footage movies all at the same time? Bearing in mind that movies take multiple years sometimes to make. That isn't a reactive thing. One person brought out a movie and that was popular, and then all of a sudden another one came out a month or two later. That is not how that went. They have predictions, like a weather forecast, of what's going to be popular in pop culture in a year or two's time, and then they make movies on that. And then they just hope really hard. And to some degrees, depending on how much money they've got available to them, the studio will steer pop culture in that direction to make sure that the thing that they've gambled on is going to pay off. The house has its ways, And that is absolutely true on YouTube as well. If you've got some way of predicting what's going to be popular, it's still a gamble, though. Right. Okay, fight time. We don't want you to get over here, but you are going to block 2 big hits. You've got very little health. You've got enough. Let's hit you for now. But we want to try and mess you up as much as we possibly can. Oh yeah, sometimes it doesn't always like that. Yeah, no, absolutely. No one could have predicted John Wick. But then you didn't see other John Wicks coming out around the same time because no one had predicted it. But now, you notice like a couple of years on, suddenly loads of things, it was the same as Taken. That was not predicted. That was just like a hit that was kind of unexpected. And then all of a sudden you look about 2 years down the line and every third movie is in some way Taken. Taken, but not Liam Neeson. Or maybe taken with Liam Neeson, but not taken. Liam Neeson, but not taken. With wolves. Etc., etc. Because people are reacting to it. You know, it comes in waves. And they're getting increasingly good at predicting it. In the same way that people, you know, and it's increasingly less people and more algorithms. In the same way that, you know, that there's a reason why they can make you buy what they want at the supermarket by playing the right kind of music. If they study your purchase enough, they collect enough data, they can start finding patterns in it. The human mind is really not as complex as we would like to believe. It really, really isn't. You gather enough data and you can gamify any level of creativity. Right, we do need to get through you before you cause me a load of damage, so I'm just going to waste that hit to try and absorb the blow there. Balls. Hey, Smaxy Vampire, how you doing? I mean, the odds are... Well, let's just throw this, get rid of that dodge there. Punk. There we go. You got very little health, so I should be able to do an awful lot of damage to you. Let's get rid of your blind. I would like to be very powerful once you get in range. Breath of Knowledge is impressive. There we go. Very nice. Battlefield Medicine, or... No. No, we're going to buff you a little bit more. Damn it. I disapprove. Nevertheless, we're going to try... Oh, good. Managed to get through. You came through when it counted. Come on. Good. No one is going for my ticking time bomb. And you're about to move into range of it. Perfect. Right. Let's bring your health down a little bit more. Honestly, at this rate, I might not need you to do it. Lean on me if you have to. Alright. Well, I think this is you dead. Pop.
Another impediment.
Okay.
Cleared with
That
impunity.
absolutely works. In that case, I can afford to get you some Battlefield Medicine, get rid of that bleed. And you can ruin someone's day.
A brilliant conclusion.
Oof, you really did as well. That was the wrong person to retaliate against, I'm going to be honest, with riposte there. 9th Legion lost, thank you so much for the 10 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr iawn. I just mixed up Leslie Nielsen and Liam Neeson in my head. Was that as hilarious as it sounds? It would be. How much health? Let's just take it down. There we go.
Messy, but effective.
I approve. I approve of messy. Can we get you behind the Plague Doctor? Yes, we can. Tunk. Perfect. And... Right, this is going to kill... Ah, poop! That would have killed you if I hadn't missed. Much sad. Oh well.
The work continues.
Chat. Chat. Yay or nay, chat? Advance or escape? We're in a very low stress environment, very high flame. Advance charge! Greed! Do it! Advance. A couple of people are saying escape. You know what? I'm gonna give you a poll. Make your thoughts known. It's gonna be a super short poll though. It's only gonna be like a minute. Oh man, I can't make one of the options he who fights but runs away. That's so sad. You know what, Twitch? You ruined some of the best polls possible with your draconian limits. Apparently I can't have flee you fools. Or rather fly you fools. That's just... Twitch draws the line at me giving you an option to quote Gandalf. Twitch says no. Trinkets or baubles paid for in blood, yeah, indeed. Honestly, Guardians are less interesting than lairs. Lairs are where the fun stuff happens. I'd rather you stay happy and healthy and find a lair to delve deep into. No, that's fair. That's copyright. I mean, maybe. Okay, you've got seconds left. Do you want us to abandon and progress? We've got lots of mastery points. We'd be in much better shape for the next run. Greed has won with 66% of the vote. I'm not at all surprised, actually. Not even slightly surprised. Very well. We're advancing, chat. On your head be this. Okay. We've got... another bomb, an Immolist, a Whipper, and a Flare. I think I want to take out the Immolist, honestly. If I can. Got a lot of health, though. Thankfully, we've got a lot of turns to do it in. Sure. Down to 10. It's fine. I need to get my guard up so that you can absorb a lot of hits. Let's just blind you if I can. Oh, damn it. I wonder what that's going to affect on you, though.
Excellent work.
Nice. Very nice.
The slow suffering begins.
Okay, I should have maybe gotten that in. I would have laughed if you couldn't do that because you were blind and you walked the other way. Okay. I could do 2 to 4 damage. If I do 4 damage, then you'll... Have you got death resist? No, actually, yeah. Let's see. 3 damage. That's a shame. Almost enough to take you out on your turn. Right, let me get defend going. Okay, that's annoying, but okay. You are going to be dead on your next turn, though. Oh no, actually you've got death resist, so I do still need to do a decent chunk of damage to you. Okay, let's get resistance going. I should have done this first, but tracking shot is not actually that useful to me right now. I may as well just try for the chance of getting through.
Perhaps.
Ouch. That wasn't nice. But we managed to resist some of it. Hello, Death. Alright, let's start whittling this down. I'm going to need 2 hits to get through. Nice. Perfect hit. But the block is still there, annoyingly. Okay. Kind of feel that going for the debuff is still worth it. Okay, got you. Death's Door. Possibly going to waste this turn. Good. Chance of you dying next turn. I need to kill you now. There we go. Mischief managed. Okay, self-heal. Disapprove. Very disapprove, actually.
Steady yourself.
Okay, we need to deal with this now. Like, really badly, actually. Okay, Laudanum first. Get your stress down a bit.
Comfort in company.
There we go.
One less obstacle
Problem
in our
resolved.
path.
Let's get a heal. There
This
we are.
wound, at least, has been tended to.
You scoundrel. Oh no, you managed to resist. Well done.
Extinguished at
Twice.
last. Lethality writ large.
It's okay. We took far less damage back than we dealt. I'm okay with that. You're a good one. Alright, nice. It's okay.
The slow suffering begins.
Good. Very good. Now let's see who gets first go. Is it us or you? It's us. Perfect. Alright, we're through. That's amazing. But I don't think we're in a position to do this. We're going to have to escape. That is amazing, though. Warning, cultists fight, not fanatics. Oh, okay. One thing you must recognize about the Immolitist. Her aim is terrifyingly true. Every fire fray directly to the face and bright... you've said this before. Akira Dragon. I don't know why you've said it again. Let's leave.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
Is that my skin? No. No, it was your skin, no longer. How good is the run ahead? Actually, not too bad. I would have liked that 40% max health, but I think with the state our group was in at the time, especially the high stress, that there was a chance that we would have just lost for that. And, you know, 40% max health in exchange for someone dying, not a good trade. All things said and done. Getting to the inn, though, not bad. It was a trap, I feel, yes.
We would come here in summers of years gone to write, think, and rest.
Okay. Plus 25% flame drain, plus 20% enemy battle advantage chance. We need to pull that down. Become more unfriendly. Oh, that's a shame. Friendly. Party reached the roaring hearth. Melody and Ducats became amorous. Milky gained second win. Inseparable. Respectful. Inseparable. Too bad.
By confronting the past, we learn to face the future.
Hooray. We managed to get that one. Hey, they're winded. Right, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's have a look. Dungeon. Winded. Okay. So, we don't get away completely scot-free with this sort of stuff. But, food time. Crit, nice. Now let's keep going. That's what we got food for. But it does give me minus 10% resistance to disease, which is unfortunate. I think that should be good enough. Right, I need to pull down stress quite badly, so let's get you whittling. There we go. What other items do we have for that?
For wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
That's fair. Combat start. Ooh. What's that? Ah. A curing cuppa. How can I resist a curing cuppa, chat? Not the best, unfortunately. It doesn't matter. I'm still taking it because it's a curing cuppa. This one is actually quite nice, though. Where would we be going? I've just given everyone a low resistance to disease.
Improve.
And we're possibly going to be heading somewhere nasty for disease. That's unfortunate. But we've got 5 points here. Let's have a look at where we're going to place them. I would like to be able to daze. I would also like to be able to give a bunch of heals. Isn't actually as good as what might be nice. This would make them fast as well. Let's have a look. Defender. Rampart. Ooh, what's that ability? Stun. Oh. So if we could get them to stun if target has got a counter on it, or rather a combo on it, removes... Okay, now bolster removes stress. At a 50% chance, but that's amazing, actually. I use Duelist Advance constantly. This one would give us combo on enemies. Heal 50% and drop stress. Getting that blight up a bit seems like a good one. I'm going to take that one. I want more dots. A 33% chance to add the combo ability and dazes the back row is a pretty powerful one. Bolster to move stress seems like a super powerful option. The ability to stun a target when we use Rampart is also pretty amazing. This removing stress is fantastic. I'm constantly using Duelist Advance, so that makes sense to upgrade, but I will also upgrade Tracking Shot. I pretty much always use Duelist Advance. And I'm kind of tempted to go for Noxious Blast, taking that up to 6 damage a turn. That would be pretty horrifyingly powerful. Either that or give speed as well. What do you think, chat? I could grab It's basically, the choice now is between Noxious Blast to increase the dot there, Bolster for the extra stress removal, and the fact that this would give us Block Plus, which gives us 75% damage mitigation on the next hit. Or Take Aim, which would remove an inability to see, give us speed, and give us +2 dodge and +2 critical on Melody. I feel that when we get the chance to upgrade and remove stress, we almost always should. But the Take Aim is really tempting, as Rysel mentions. I think getting the ability to drop... stress is more or less life in this game. So I feel that getting that is an important one.
A new variable in the equation.
All of the chests, all of the time. We can carry a bajillion things, even though we barely needed it last time anyway.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
We can't afford that, which is fine. I'm kind of tempted to grab a speed bag. Or an invigorating... you know what? We're going to grab an invigorating stew and a speed bag as well. I want you to have more health. What? Oh. Oh! They can share it. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, since you're also more or less my tank, that's brilliant. And this speed bag... You can't have it. Sure. What? Why did you just get tuckered out? Damn, the speed bag gave you tuckered out. That is painful. Well, it is what it is. Alright, do we need to top up your laudanum? Yes, we do. I don't mind still having this, honestly. You already have an ability to blind the enemy anyway, so I guess it's not really that useful. I think that's still the better option for you. Having this massive amount of blight resist, I actually do like. The disease resist there doesn't really bother me. Having extra blight resist on you, though, you're up to 95, so you two shouldn't be getting blighted at this point. I guess giving you some... well, actually, no, I like you having the bleed resist, but I could give you some tiny amount of disease resist. I don't know. Yeah, now we desperately need a field hospital, yeah. Aavak, I would like your opinion. Should I eat a sandwich or tough out my night? I mean, it really depends on you, really, there. Do you feel that you need... that you're... Are you hungry or are you bored? Is the hunger signal coming from you needing fuel, or is it the kind of habitual eating window? You know, is it... Are you responding to the idea of food rather than the need for food? If you're hungry, you should always eat. But sometimes it can be easy to mistake boredom or some other state for hunger. Generally speaking, though, if I'm inclined to ask someone else, if I should eat or not, I'm not hungry. If I need someone else's input, I'm not hungry. Yeah, often thirst is mistaken for hunger, yeah. Oh yeah, Rysel, that's a really common thing. Like, for example, in Britain, and I can only assume similarly in America, as much as it'll sound stupid, we are, as a nation, chronically dehydrated. Like, it's medically understood. We are chronically dehydrated as a nation. We have all of the drinks we could ever want. We just don't drink. Don't have time to get up from the desk whilst we're chasing those targets in the office. And when we do, we just have a cup. People don't drink enough. The problem with that is that of the two, like, alert signals you've got, hunger, which is largely a habitual hormone, a response to ghrelin that's being released, which happens like at the same time as you eat every day, whether you actually need food or not. Which is why I say it's habitual hunger. Thirst is a very, very urgent signal. Your brain is very quick to start sending that signal when it feels that you haven't got enough fluids, because you'll die very quickly if you don't. Problem is people will drink just enough to get by because of their busy lives. Imagine being so busy you don't drink, but the reality is the reality is. That thirst reflex gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, and because it's constantly firing. Those neurons, your brain eventually mistakes the weak thirst signal, because the thirst signal is meant to be incredibly strong and kind of hard to ignore, for your hunger signal, which is a much weaker signal in your brain. And so people will eat when they're thirsty. It's one of the big reasons why we've got an obesity problem, is people are eating when they're not hungry, but when they're thirsty, and they're not drinking when they're thirsty. They're getting some liquids through their foods, and the other liquids they drink, they just don't drink enough of it. And so this problem perpetuates itself. Well, on that note, I'll go get some water. No, absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, as Lady Sheelab says, there's lots of reasons for it. It sounds so stupid, and people think, oh man, you must all be idiots or something. It's so easy for a culture to accidentally get in its own way. As Lady Sheelab says, the problem when I used to work in an office is that every time I wanted to get a drink, if I'd get up, I'd have to get drinks for the entire team of 10. So you'd stick it out a little bit longer. And you only need to do that for a short while. Your body is very elastic. It reacts to things very quickly. But, that thirst signal will get weak super fast because it's firing constantly. Always drink. It's why whenever I go on a tea break, I actually come back with like 3 different things of drink. One is a cup of tea. Another one is like a carbonated beverage, because sometimes I just want the fizz. It helps with my throat. And another one is a bottle of water. And because sometimes my tea breaks will be 2 or 3 hours apart. I will drink a lot in that time. I'm quite conscious of how much I drink. It was one of the massive things that helped me lose so much weight. I just started drinking more. And the more I drank, the less my body was desperately trying to tell me to drink. The less I was mistaking that for a hunger signal and eating when I didn't need to. Like that probably resulted in like 10 or maybe even 15 kilos of weight just falling off me. Just because I stopped eating by accident. Always, like, never ignore that signal. The moment you're thirsty, stop what you're doing and get a drink. Never ignore it, because if you ignore it, you're going to start doing other things. Anyway, I think we're in a pretty good position right now. Here we go, loathing. So it took this long for it to show up. Evil is overtaking the world as shown by the loathing meter. Increasing loathing. Loathing increases upon reaching every inn. Lowering loathing. Lowering is reduced by winning fights at locations. Road battles don't count. Choose resist, lair, or cultist locations to keep your loathing in check. Okay. Duly noted. I'm going to have to make sure I fight it a little bit more. Yeah, drink lots of water. Don't drink lots of soda, even sugar-free soda. It has lots of other things. I mean, it you know, it's low in calories, and it's very easy for that to be, oh, that's great. Your brain, for how amazing it is a simple thing. It's as complex as it is simple. It's this impossible black box of machinery that we can scarcely comprehend because it's so amazing. And at the same time, it's so easy to confuse it. If you taste something sweet, you will have an insulin response to a... It's a much reduced one because, you know, your body will... most of your insulin response is in reaction to blood sugar. But the tail will wag the dog a disproportionately, perhaps even scary amount of the time with your body. If you taste something sweet, a little bit of your body will be like, oh, there's sweetness here. I can taste it, so it must be there. I need to release insulin. So you can, you know, mess yourself up in terms of not having energy and then going on a sugar crash, even if you didn't have any sugar, as long as the thing tasted sweet. It's kind of, again, the brain is so amazing it gets in its own way so much of the time. But anyway, that's enough talk. I could talk for ages on this, so we're going to move on. Secret, safe, or fog of war. Don't go to the watchtower. I don't like the feature. I really don't. We can get a storage trunk that I don't need. Fight no more than 3 road, but I am absolutely not going for this. We're going here minus 10% resistance. Why? I wouldn't say that it's always worse. Just because I don't know. So I wouldn't be able to weigh in on that, whether sugar-free stuff is generally worse than actual sugary stuff. But I certainly feel that, personally, I try to avoid artificial things. Artificial, like trans fats, artificial sweeteners. If I want something sweet, I'll give my body sugar, because it probably wants the sugar. That's why I want something sweet. I just try to moderate it. I try to be aware. Honestly, once you've gotten the knack of listening to what your body's asking for, you can just do what it says most of the time, as long as you keep things in moderation. It becomes so much easier after a bit of practice. You think the feature? Nah, we're going for the tangle. I want to see something new. Even if it ends the run, we're going to get a load of new unlocks. Hey, time for us to go.
War rewards only resignation.
Bit grim, but sure. Or the body craves peanuts, and I know I'm severely allergic to peanuts. Why is your body trying to unalive itself? You need to find out what's going on there, because there's something that's gone horribly wrong in that neural machinery. That is probably a sign of a different problem. One you need to get to the bottom of. Right. Okay. We've got an assistance encounter and then a cultist encounter. I think I would like to go there to try and pull down my loathing. Another assistance encounter. An unknown reward. Another regular... Ooh. From there we could go to the hospital, though. And from there we could go to another hospital, though. Or we can definitely take this and hit that one hospital and maybe get rid of... Because we don't need to go to 2. I just need to go to 1 and have a lot of money when I do it. Yeah, I think that's the route we're going to... We're basically going to hang left. The whole way, more or less. Right. Let's have a look at you, then. Much sad. Ultra sad. Onwards! To glory! Possibly. Maybe a little bit not glory.
Today's oversight is tomorrow's regret.
I needed to do that simply to pull down my stress there. Oh wow, I'm missing all of these.
You must give hope to get it.